Monday. Peace and blessings. Hi, Instagram, and hello, YouTube. I'm the Moon Mama, and today is Monday, and Monday is the day that the moon rules. How y'all doing? Hi, Sheena. Hello, Quasi. All right. So let me say that I'm actually really excited. Like, there's a lot going on. And I feel like for those of us who have, hey, Zakia, when you coming back to visit? Hey, two, one, two, three, four. And hello to whoever is here on YouTube. I can't see you. It's fine now. So I feel like there's a lot of new energy coming. We're in this eclipse window, and that is really significant. The eclipse window is just like, I hope that you're paying attention to um, I hope that you're paying attention to what it is you are experiencing and feeling right now, because the eclipse window is very significant. Um, and so I think I'm going to be running late for a client, so I won't have a whole lot of time to talk. Okay, so here's the deal, right? The moon today is in Libra, and the moon is our inner world. It's what's going on inside of us. It's as above, so below. There's such a fascinating thing when you start to learn how this system really works, and how, the the moon reflects the light of the sun, which then penetrates our psyche and then projects our inner world to the external experience, right? And so that's how this thing works. And because we have been in a very dense energy for the last several hundred years, we have just not been aware in our psyche of what's happening. But that's just how it works, right? It's just light comes in and it refracts off of the function in our psyche, and we project a reality. This is all a projector. Doesn't feel like it. Like, what do you fucking mean? I don't know, but we are inside of a movie. And I even feel crazy saying that. Does anybody feel that? Does anybody understand that? Does that make sense to anyone? Have you had any experiences of it? Because I'm so curious, because I really want to start talking about it more so that we can all kind of get on board in a way that we're not functioning in the old way any longer, that we're not functioning believing that we are separate. That's what it is, that we are separate, because this idea that something is outside of us and we don't have anything to do with it is based in separation. It's based in a false notion of separation, and we're not separate at all. Everything is connected. So, there is separation and connection. Let's say it that way. There is the appearance of separation, but the truth is connection. So, with the moon in Libra, we are in Libra is the relationship to the 3D reality. In astrology, they say it's the relationship to the other. Everything is the other. This box is the other. This music box is the other. This glove to comb my cats is the other. He said, my 12-year-old says reality is actually when we dream. That's true. Reality is actually when we're sleeping. That is, oh, I'm so happy that people are starting. Your 12-year-old understands it though. Yes, people are getting it. That's right. When we go to sleep, we're actually in the real world. This is a dream. This is the fantasy. Oh, yes, God is good. Okay, right. So, anyway, so at any rate, with the moon in Libra is saying that it's really about your relationship to the 3D reality. And what I'm talking about is our relationship to the 3D reality. Do we believe we're separate, or do we believe we're connected? Because if you believe something is connected to you and that it is your creation and then you have projected it, you might interact with it differently than you would if you believed it was separate, right? If somebody is trying to harm you and you understand that this reality is your creation, you might look at that person trying to harm you in a new way. You might go, Where am I fucking trying to harm myself? Why am I creating a reality where someone is trying to harm me? Yes, these babies ain't no joke. Let me tell you, I have a 14-year-old and he is no joke. So if you understand your relationship to the reality, so that's what we're working on today. Really understanding that everything in our world is our creation. It came from something, not resisting anything. So literally being willing to let go of the resistance and step into the curiosity. Curiosity means that you don't know. You are willing to not know. This is one of the things I love about my cats. When Spirit told me to get cats, and I couldn't figure out why. And here's the thing: I had tons of friends who were allergic to cats who can't even come to my house anymore because I needed to understand things about the nature of spirit that cats actually exhibit. And one of the things is that they're curious. They will walk into the deep, dark, unknown, like, wow! And I'm like, what the, why are you're going behind the heater? You don't even know what's back there. But that's the kind of curiosity we need right now. We need this innocence, this profound willingness to see things new, to step into spaces that are uncertain, to be willing to open up into new possibilities, because the universe is a multiverse and we cannot fail. The problem is that we think we can fail. So we have to really do the work to heal our fear, to heal the parts of us that believe in the separation, that believe that we're separate. Hey, Devin, how are you, darling? Oh, I love you so much. Anyway, so here we are in this Libra moon, and we're headed towards an eclipse in Sagittarius. And we're in an eclipse window. So eclipse is a reboot. So this is a real time to challenge your old ways of being, to challenge your old ways of thinking, your old ways of perceiving reality. To really, and here's when challenge, I just mean question. Why do I think this? Why do I believe this? Where did this come from? Why am I doing this? What is this about? How do I feel when I'm with this person? All of these kinds of things are the ways that we can challenge reality. And when because reality is completely alive, completely conscious, listening, your invisible field is as alive to you as you are to yourself. You just can't see anything. And those of us who are really psychic and empathic understand this because we experience it on a regular basis. Just the field that is alive. And so I really want you to look today, just be challenging, because as you challenge and question, you will begin to collapse new realities and build new constructs with your questions, with your new intentions, with your curiosity. The universe will collapse and bring in a new projection, right? Because we're projecting this reality. So what we all ultimately want to be is in alignment with our highest self, our highest idea. And that's something, so I'm a Virgo, and perfection is something that is an aspect of me that I'm always sort of striving for. But find your own equilibrium, right? Don't listen to me and then throw it away. That's what I'll say. When I used to study with Reverend Michael Beckwith at Agape, I loved studying with him, but he would say, don't take notes, just listen. And whatever you're supposed to get, you will get. And whatever you're not will go away. So don't, the things that I'm saying, I'm sharing from my own point of view, from my own experience, right? And you have to have your own experience. My experience is not going to be your experience. I'm sharing my experience so that you can see what is possible. I'm sharing my experience because there was no one who shared their experience in this way when I was younger and needing support in this way. There was so much pretense and how things appeared, and keep your business to yourself. And that's why we are where we are, because we didn't have this openness and this, there was so much shame associated to our experiences, right? And so what I'm doing here is showing that there's no, because of the astrology, it's all fucking neutral. Not your sexuality, your trauma, it's really all an experience of the divine happening through you for the purpose of you evolving that energetic frequency at this time on the planet. And so the more that we're open and willing to talk and share and take responsibility, the better off we all are, because we get to see, oh, okay, this is what's happening now. And we all, it becomes a virus and we all catch it and we all begin to live from the inside out. And that's the power of the feminine, living from the inside out. The feminine is the internal. When I was in Egypt, all of the pyramids have people where they're moving first with the left side. The left side is the spiritual, the left side is the feminine, the left side is the internal. That's how we want to begin to live our lives. And that energy going inside of yourself will ask you, will show you things that you can't see from the external. They're just things that are just not here that you can't see from the looking, because this 3D reality is limited. It's already dead. So with that, I'm doing the moon class. If you want to register for it, you can register today. Today's the last day. I have to go now. And then I'm also doing the Venus retrograde class. And if you want to do the Venus retrograde and Capricorn class, that class is available. We're doing the first leg of it because the Venus and retrograde class is the energy of taking back your emotional power. And here's the thing that we're doing in this class is looking at all the ways you've abandoned yourself. It's so fascinating, especially as women, right? I don't know about men, maybe they abandon themselves too, but as a woman, there have been so many times in my life where I have felt like, I don't want to do that. If you guys have been watching this movie on Netflix with Kevin Hart, True Story it's called, and this whole calamity in his life starts because he hears himself say, do not take a drink. Do not go out with your brother and take a drink. And he superseded his own internal direction. How many times do we do that? And that is emotional power. And if you don't have emotional power in your life, you are as good as nothing. I'm telling you, like you are just taking up air because you are going to go along with everything. You're not going to have a sense of self. And we need, as the age of Aquarius is coming in, your sense of self is everything, everything. Your individuality, being true when everybody else is saying yes and you hear a no, you got to be like, oh, no. I get what they're all no, right? So this is what this Venus in retrograde and Capricorn class is. And the moon class is about the new moon and the full moon this month in Sagittarius and Gemini. So these energies, if you work with these energies this month, it will give you access to your truth, right? The information to live into your truth. And it's really important that we live our truth. So anyway, all right, I got to go. I'm actually running late. I'm 2 minutes late for a client. Peace and blessings, everyone. I love you guys very much. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.